Let's begin. You hope you had a good, nice long weekend and awesome Martin Luther King Jr. holiday. Today we have a special inauguration edition of CNN 10. I'm Toy Wire. The Tuesday, January 21st, and the U.S. has sworn in a new but very familiar president. On Monday, Donald J. Trump was sworn in as the 47th president of the United States, returning to the office after serving as the 45th president as well before Joe Biden. He joined Grover Cleveland as the only two presidents to serve two non-consecutive terms. President inauguration and interim Constitution 20 amendment that was ratified in 1933. It set January 20th for the swearing in a new or re-elected president and marks the end of a preceding president's term. The Constitution is verifying the president's oath of office read and recited at the swearing-in ceremony. President Trump's second inauguration ceremony looked much different than his first, after bitterly cold weather in Washington, D.C. compelled organizers to move indoors. It's the first time an inauguration has been held inside the U.S. Capitol since Ronald Reagan's second term in 1985. Roughly 700 seats were placed in the rotunda where the swearing and ceremony took place. Another 1,800 inch were set up inside an overflow area in Amplification Hall, a large hall in a Capitol Visitor Center. While the ceremony looked different in many ways, some traditions will remain. Supreme Court Chief Justice John Roberts administered the oath of office. Preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States. So help me God. Congratulations. The crowds of onlookers were also moved indoors to DC's Capital One Arena, which served as not only a public viewing space but also hosted the inaugural play. You might remember the parade also had to be changed in 2021 because of the coronavirus pandemic when it was held virtually with participants across the United States. Even before the inauguration, Trump's team had been planning executive action to be signed on day one. Well, these orders for members of the executive branch are direct a specific topic and don't usually affect as many people as congressional laws. They do establish presidential policy and set the tone of an administration. President Trump, a new executive action span from immigration and border policy to energy production and diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives in the federal government. A new tone was not only set by the signed executive actions on Inauguration Day, but was also laid out in President Trump's inauguration speech to the nation. Here are some key moments. Right now, where government to head is given honor on limited funding. Pop quiz are shot. The 20th Amendment specifies what time as the end of an outgoing president term. 8:30 a.m., 11:59 a.m., 12 p.m., or no time specified. The 20th Amendment says at noon the term for an outgoing president and Biden presence ends. The peaceful transfer of power that begins President Trump's term also marks the end of President Joe Biden's 4 years in office. In his last moments as president on Monday, Biden uses executive powers to grant preemptive pardons to public officials and family members as we wave of the incoming president. Trump and Biden spent several moments together before the inauguration ceremonies, including a tea and coffee reception for the incoming and outgoing president and their spouses at the White House. The two men rode together in the presidential limo to the Capitol for the inauguration, something that did not happen for years ago when Trump skipped Biden's swearing in. After the day's ceremony ended, President Biden was flown by helicopter to Joint Base Andrews in Maryland for a farewell event. The inauguration marked the end of lengthy five-decade political career for Joe Biden that he punctuated with a farewell speech where he said serving as president was the honor of his lifetime. Biden thanked supporters and urged them to stay engaged in politics despite his party's defeat in the last election. The Biden then boarded Air Force One of the one last president lie to California. Alright, superstar, that marks the beginning of the new 4-year term for President Trump and the of our special inaugural edition of CNN 10. We'll be back tomorrow in our regular format, which of course means get your words ready for your word Wednesday. You know the drill. Follow me, Koi Wire, on social media. Put your unique vocabulary within the comment section of my most recent post with your school, your teacher's name, so we can get your shout out. We're gonna pick one winner to work in tomorrow's show. See you tomorrow, superstar.